The Eitz Ratzon this Thursday afternoon, Yud Aleph, the 11th day of the month of Iyar, and the 26th day in the civil month of April, in the Winter Olympic year of 2018, as we now await kickoff in the World Cup, the Mondial, in Russia, on Thursday, the 14th of June 2018, as Russia kicks off Group A to the KSA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, at 1800, 6 o'clock in the evening, local Johannesburg time, in the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, and that will be in about 49 days' time, and that's 7 weeks and counting until kickoff in the World Cup in Moscow. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends, and before we go any further, let's stop and count the Omer. Ready? Last night we counted 26 days of the Omer. 26 days, which is 3 weeks and 5 days of the Omer, and by now, my calculation, there are 23 days remaining, which is about 3 weeks and 2 days left in the Omer. So here we are on the 26th day of the Omer, and the mystical designation of this day in the Omer is Hod Shebenetzach. Hod Shebenetzach, very important as we orbit deeper and deeper into the Omer. By my calculation, we've passed the halfway mark of the Omer about yesterday or Tuesday, somewhere there. Now we have a point about 26 days counted and 23 days remaining. So we really are beyond the midpoint, the halfway mark of the Omer, as we'll have counted off more days than there are days remaining. And to quote one of my rabbis, don't count the days, make the days count. So there's your lesson and motivation for this day in the Omer. Don't count the days, make the days count. So don't count them off and forget about them. Make each and every day count individually for itself. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends, and I'm Justin Joffe, broadcasting from the leafy suburb of Norwood, in the hectic city of Johannesburg, in the rainbow nation of South Africa. And this is the Eitz Ratzon on 20chai.co.za, as we go around the Jewish world and take a humorous and irreverent look at everything new under the sun, under the stars, under the planets and constellations, and of course under the Jewish moon as it orbits bright and white, high up above. I'm Justin Joffe, and join me on my journey this week as we visit the people and places behind the news, and as we cast an irreverent glance at the calendar and at the luach and at everything in between, for a laugh and a smile as we take a look at the events of the week gone by and at the calendar ahead. I'm Justin Joffe in Johannesburg, so fasten your seatbelts, switch on your headsets, and let's set out on our journey through space and time with the Eitz Ratzon. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends, and as we orbit beyond the halcyon days of Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut, the sortie of the Israeli Air Force parade through the sky has long returned to base, and now the aircraft are tasked with addressing the enemy and defending the airspace of the country instead of saluting the good people of the land of Israel. The appetizing and fragrant smoke from 1 million Independence Day barbecues has blown away, and the swimming season has well begun in Israel as the warmth of spring transits ever nearer to the heat of summer, as we quote from Shir HaShirim, the Song of Solomon. Chapter 2, verse 11 and 12, you all know them, yeah? Ki hinei hastadavar hageshem halaflo. Because the winter has passed, the rain is over and has gone away. Hanetzanim niru ba'aretz et hazamir higia v'kol hatur nishma ba'artzenu. The blossoms and the flowers appear in the land. It is the time to sing, as the call of the turtle dove is heard in our country. This is the springtime in Israel, my friends, as we forget about Pesach, long gone by, and the national days of Israel become nothing more than a fading memory in last week's newspapers. Now, as spring orbits towards the burning heat of summer and Ramadan in Israel, and as autumn orbits towards the icy chill of winter in this land at the speed of 24 hours per day, the next national day to which we may look forward is our very own Freedom Day, which will be celebrated tomorrow as we commemorate the day we all came out to vote about a quarter of a century ago to change the destiny of this country forever, to take it from a land of black and white to the rainbow nation that it is today, and how we escorted Nelson Mandela, who was our very own Madiba, into the union buildings for the very first time. As we transitioned from one regime to another and transformed and progressed, how we joined anthems and how the stem from South Africa of CJ Langenhoven now stands proudly together with Nkosi Sikelel' Africa, the liberation hymn of Reverend Enoch Santonga, as we dream and hope and wish and pray for Nkosi Sikelel' Africa. God bless Africa. Amen. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends, and we love our flags and parades and anthems right here at the Eitz Ratzon. So we're going to let the strains of Nkosi Sikelel' Africa play out as we resume the Eitz Ratzon. Nkosi Sikelel' Africa, God bless Africa. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends. Eitz Ratzon means moment of grace and acceptance, the moment of goodwill and favor as the work week draws to a close and as the sanctity of the Sabbath, the Kedushat Shabbat, comes to the hectic cities. In these months that we pause, we enjoy this special and powerful time as we prepare to welcome the Spirit, the grace, the awe and the sanctity of Holy Shabbat into our homes and into our lives once again. These are the moments of the Eitz Ratzon as we take a look around us at all that we have in our lives, and we take a humorous and irreverent look at the events of the week gone by and at the calendar ahead. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends, as we orbit through space and time and beyond the national days of Israel and up to Freedom Day in South Africa, as the anthems fade away and as the moon gets bigger and brighter by the night. Here's a quick question, right? Any of you, hands up, all of you who saw the new moon last week. Yeah, very good, exactly. First quarter of the moon, when half the moon was illuminated, was on about Sunday and Monday, and now we can look forward to a full moon next week. And I'll be mentioning the times and phases of the moon when we take a look at the vital statistics for this Shabbat. So don't stay or go away, and keep listening. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends, and now it's time to take a look at those vital statistics for the approaching Shabbat ahead. Of course, this Shabbat is the Shabbat on which we read the double parashiot of Achrei Mot and Kedoshim. So, ladies and girls, yeah, all of you, yes, even you, little cute one in the front, yeah, little blonde hair. Ignition time for candles in Johannesburg this week will be at around 20 past 5 this Friday afternoon, and civil sunset follows at 17:38, 22 minutes before 6 o'clock on Friday evening. The sun will rise on Shabbat morning at 6:29, 29 minutes after 6 on Saturday morning, and the sun will set on the Sabbath day at 17:40, 20 minutes to 6 on Saturday afternoon. And the length on the Sabbath day will be in the order of 11 hours, 10 minutes and 23 seconds, which is 78 seconds or 1 minute and 18 seconds shorter than yesterday. It seems like a little, but as the days and weeks go by, that little difference every day will make a big difference, and the days are getting very short already. So ignite those candles warm and bright by about 20 past 5 on Friday afternoon. The ignition and benediction sequences are standard for any ordinary Shabbat with a standard format bracha. Let's all say it. Lahadlik ner shel Shabbat Kodesh. Amen. Haftalah and the start of the new week is around 1816, 1 minute after 6:15 on Saturday evening. So the very important business of the Saturday evening date can start in about 1 minute after 6:15 on Saturday evening. Yeah, that's when you switch your hairdryer on, start fixing your hair. Hang on. Rabbi, are we allowed to go on a date during the Omer? I always ask, he never answers. He'll tell me after the Omer, don't worry. Duration of the Shabbat by my calculations is around 24 hours and 55 minutes of natural and unimposed Shabbat time. Okay, let's take a look at the moon. The moon will rise at 16:21, 1 minute after 20 past 4 on Friday afternoon, and the moon will set at 4:45, exactly 4:45 Saturday morning. Noon of the moon, when the moon's at its highest point through its transit through the heavens, will be at 22:31, a minute after 10:30 on Friday evening, as you're saying goodbye to the guests, and as they're leaving, as you're finishing off your last cup of hot lemon tea after a lovely Shabbat evening dinner, and the moon will achieve an elevation of 63.7 degrees above the horizon. Fraction of the moon illuminated will be a massive 94.6% as we orbit up to full moon on about Monday evening. These are the times and phases of the moon on Shabbat Yud Gimel, the 13th day of the month of Iyar. This is the Eitz Ratzon, my friends, the moments of goodwill and acceptance, the moments of grace and favor, the time of eminence and sanctity as Friday afternoon transitions into Kudushat Shabbat, the sanctity of Shabbat at the speed of the rapidly setting sun. So, let's use these precious and holy moments to dedicate a wish, a hope, a dream, a prayer to a near one, a dear one, a loved one, a family member or a friend, or anyone who needs divine intervention in their lives. The dedication this week is extracted from the depths of Mizrahi musical history as we go back a generation through a tunnel of time and bring them back alive. So, stop what you're doing and pause for a moment. Turn up the volume and sing along with the Melech, the first and the king of Mizrahi music, the late, the great Zohar Argov, Zichrono Livracha, who is singing about HaPerach Bagani, the flower in my garden, on a crisp, clear spring day, and the Hebrew lesson and the power and the translation of the song to follow. So yeah, take out your books and get ready. Let's sing.
את עולמי בלילה
power and the translation of Haperach Bagani, the flower in my garden. Right, get your dictionaries ready, we're going to start. מיום אביב בהיר וצח אותך אני זוכר, וכבר מאז היטיב ידעתי שלא אוותר, כי לי היית בבת עיניי בכל יום וכל ליל, היית לי כמלאך האל מתוך הערפל. I remember you from a crisp, clear spring day, and even then I knew very well that I was not going to surrender, I was not going to give up on you. Because you were a glance in my eye every day and every evening. You were like an heavenly angel from the mist. רציתי לבקש ידך, רציתי לך לומר, סוד אהבה שבליבי שומר מכל משמר. רציתי לך לומר, אהבתי ונגמר, אך לא העזתי גם כשהיה כבר מאוחר. I wanted to ask for your hand, I wanted to tell you the secret of my love is protected in my heart from everything. I wanted to tell you I've loved and it's over now. Except I didn't dare even when it was far too late. Now the chorus. At olami, at shachar, at li kol hayom, at olami, balayla, at hachalom, at bedami, beruchi ulevavi, at hanichoach hamatok, haperach bagani. At olami, you are my world. At dawn you are with me all day. At olami, you are my world. At night you are the dream. At bedami, you're in my blood, in my spirit and in my heart. You are the sweet fragrant smell. You are the flower in my garden. Ma'az halacht lomi koder, aroch umeshamem, l'shav rotze ani lishkoach v'lihitalem, chazvi meher ki biladech olami shomem, nedmu metarai koli v'kinori domain. Since you have left, my days are desolate and boring. For in vain I want to forget you and not to notice that you're not there anymore. Please return soon, because without you, my world is so desolate. My vocal cords have become silent, and my violin, my harp, is silent as well. Haperach Bagani, the late great Zohar Argov, the Melech. And that is the power and the translation of the song Haperach Bagani, right here on the Eitz Ratzon this Friday afternoon. I'm Justin Joffe, this is the Eitz Ratzon, and we are going to end off the Eitz Ratzon. The Eitz Ratzon is devised and produced by me, Justin Joffe, in Johannesburg, with technical support and production by Ilan Rudiger. The Eitz Ratzon is recorded at Isaac Resnick Studios in Johannesburg and is proudly presented to you on the 20 Chai platform. All music is sourced from YouTube. If you'd like to communicate with the Eitz Ratzon, please send your comments and suggestions to radioratzon@gmail.com. I repeat, radioratzon, R-A-T-Z-O-N, radioratzon@gmail.com, radioratzon@gmail.com, and I will respond to every letter that I receive. Until we meet next time, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Kol Tov, and remember, Am Yisrael Chai.